Well, firstly, it's a privilege to be the new Chief Executive of both the JackJumpers and the Jewels. I'd like to formally thank Steve and Ben and the directors for the opportunity, and I'm really looking forward and excited about my start date of April the 7th. As I became more and more aware of the role, I became more and more drawn to the role, I guess, in many respects. And that came from the people that I met, how much love and care they had for the club. I think the JackJumpers and Jewels have a really clear identity. The DNA, the culture of Defend the Island, it's something that really resonated with me, and I'm really keen to be a part of it. I think it's important to acknowledge all of those that have come before. I think the club that has been set up in the 5 years has done incredible things, from Christine Finnegan, Scott Ross, Steve Old. I think it's important to note current and past staff, directors, officials, volunteers, members and fans, everybody that has made the club that it is. And I guess my role will be about building on that legacy and looking at ways that we can continue to enhance it, as well as how we can grow from it. I'm mindful the club has been built for Tasmania and Tasmanians, and this is something that will be at the forefront of my thinking in all the decisions that we make together as a group. We'll be focusing on delivering more opportunities and enhancing experiences for Tasmanians as fans of the JackJumpers and Jewels. I can't wait to immerse myself in Tasmania. I'm really looking forward to my family joining me down here and going on this incredible journey, and looking forward to what's ahead.
I'm going to take that one from you.
Sure.
Beauty.
Where do you see the biggest opportunity for growth within the club?
Well, as I said, I think initially it's going to be for me about making sure that the values of the club, the way the club is positioned, we amplify all of the good things that we're doing. But I think it's about finding some complementary ways that we can then look to try and grow the club. I'm acutely aware of capacity of the venue and what that looks like at the moment. But for me, it's going to be about growing the brand. How we can continue to connect to more Tasmanians, whether that be through community, whether that be through digital, what we can do around different types of experiences. I'm really keen to grow the brand on the mainland as well and what that can look like, and also amplify the value and unique nature of basketball in Australia. It's a global sport, so I'm keen to see what we can do to continue to grow the brand of the two teams within the club. And start to slowly look to see what we can build.
Can you tell us why now is the right time for you to get back into sport, mate? I know you've come from a pretty successful business and you've had some time in sport before, but why is now a good time for you?
Look, the company I'm not necessarily leaving, but the company that I'm moving from is in really good shape. It's something that I've been planning and considering for a while in terms of moving back into clubland and into sport. It's something that I've really missed. I really miss the united nature of sport, the philosophy of clubs and what that looks like, and pulling in one direction for a common cause. I'm incredibly excited about this club, the unique nature of the club, what it means to Tasmania and Tasmanians, how the team in here and the people embrace the organisation. So for me, the time was right. My children are at a point in their lives when we can make a move together, and really excited about the prospect of moving down.
Was the addition of the women's team also a big draw card for you as well?
Very much so, and I'm really passionate about women's sport. Been involved in organisations before where we've brought women's teams into the organisation. I think it's going to add a different dimension to the organisation in terms of what that looks like. Really excited to bring women's sport to young girls and young boys and what that's going to look like across Tasmania. I think they need to be able to see it, and then they can obviously go on and live it. So I also think that the identity of this group of girls, this team, is going to be a little bit different too, which I think is really exciting for Tasmanians to experience basketball a little bit differently as well.
How different do you expect the NBL to be from the A-League, say where you've come from in the past, and being a CEO in this particular competition?
Well, look, I think the NBL and basketball in Australia is on a good trajectory. So I'm keen to capitalise upon that. I'm keen to immerse myself in the sport. I'm keen to get to know all the key stakeholders and everything they're trying to achieve, and then try and bring that back and work with what they're trying to achieve and bring it into our thinking around how we go forwards. But I think basketball is in really good shape. It's in really good shape nationally. It's in great shape in Tasmania. So there's a really good foundation to build on. But they're words. It's about actions and coming down and setting a course with this group on strategically where we want to go, what we want to do a little bit differently, and how we're going to build.
Do you feel like you're coming at a pretty good time? High performance centre tick, Jules tick. Everything's sort of been set up pretty well.
It's a busy time coming up. Definitely, there's lots of exciting projects that are imminent. As you say, high performance training centre coming online. The Jules coming online, Claudia's announcement, all really exciting. A roster to roll out very soon in terms of what that looks like. So, yes, and I think of everything that I've seen, as I mentioned, Christine's legacy and what she's created with Scott and everyone around her, I can't be more complimentary of. And so it's a great moment to come in and then try and amplify all the good things and look at ways we can do things a little bit differently that complement that quite nicely.
Have you had the opportunity to meet any of the players yet?
No. But I've been to a game. I came down during the latter part of the season, and I was a little bit blown away with the atmosphere and such a diverse, different types of people that were there, from kids all the way through to loads and loads of women in the stands. It was brilliant, and it was an atmosphere that was really fan owned from my perspective. So I love what I saw. I wanted to be a part of it. I'm yet to meet the players. I've met the staff this morning. I had spoken to a few staff previously, but everyone's been incredibly welcoming, and I'm looking forward to getting on board.
You're the type of CEO that comes in and just sort of sits back for a while and just assesses how the club's going before making any changes and things like that, or?
My early window will be listening, and my intent will be to get out to all the people that are important to this organisation and listen to them, learn from them, and make sure I'm very considered in the things that we do going forwards. But yeah, I have a background and a history of growth, and I'll be looking to apply that, but only when the time's right and I feel like I'm very much across the important things in the organisation, the things that we really need to retain, and then start to think about how we grow.
And outside of basketball, what are you most looking forward to calling Tassie home?
I'm here with an open mind. I'm excited about being here. It's a beautiful place. I'm excited to get out and look around. I've been down a couple of times, but it's got a great feel to it, great vibe. People seem lovely, and it's beautiful. So really looking forward to getting my family down.